Hello, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and I primarily do diamond painting content. Today, we are doing a WIP Chat where I work on my work in progress, Diamond Painting Magic Potion by Jenoviya Art. And I sit there and tell you about my week, or about whatever I feel like talking about that day. And it has been a week, considering it is Friday. Normally, this video is out by 8 a.m. on Friday, and it is now almost 11 a.m. I know it didn't come up, but I just looked at the clock in the last video I just recorded. But we'll get into that in a minute. Let's start with my purchases this week. One is on the table, but we're not starting with that one. We're going to start with the first one I received, which is I got me a little bit of Diamond Art Club. I got me a Tuxedo Kitty. And then I got me the 2-pack. I'm waiting to open it until I do the unboxing. So this is the Joker and the Harley Quinn character icons. Since they came together, I don't want to take the plastic off until I go to do the unboxing. And this is Tuxedo, or Christmas Tuxedo by Marilyn Cazenave. Cazenave? You see, that even says, this is a set, do not separate. Yes. And I think those are squares. I think they're partial squares, to be honest. But yes, I can't wait for these, to unbox them and everything else. Who knows? Maybe I'll unbox them next week. I don't know. I haven't picked out next week's video yet. I haven't recorded it yet. My other purchase was Diamond Pen Pal. I got this beauty right here. Diamond Pen Pal is known for their roll stop pens, and this is my second custom pen I have ever received. This is my first one from Diamond Pen Pal. I found out that the metal placer doesn't fit, so I used my trick that I used with my my whatchamacallit over here, my Enabler's Outpost. I stuck putty in there, some Gorilla Glue mounting putty in there to get it to fit. But this fit nice and snug. I got a 9-placer with them. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to be using this pen and this pen. I love that metal placer from DAC. So that's why I'm like, if it's a specialty pen, I'm going to use that. So I'd like to try this for my single placing this time, because I'm not a big 9-placer person. And of course, we got my Enabler's Outpost. You should know all my supplies by now, but I don't even have them all on the table. What's wrong with me? But my typical supplies are right there. My Enabler Outpost pen. My now Diamond Pen Pal pen. My Randa's Crafty Corner Pumpkin Pie Scented Putty for my multi-placer. My PaddyWaxx Super Sticky for my single placer. My wax minder is from my shop, which we'll put that up in the eye right now. My trash bin is also from my shop. This one's not completed. It doesn't have the vinyl on it, but it looks like this right here. Of course. Look at that. My friend. Actually, these diamonds are bigger. This was a prototype. So, and these right here, what these are section frames. I got the idea. I saw somebody do it on TikTok. I absolutely loved it. I set up my painting that way, took a picture of it, put that in Mrs. Coffee's Discord of like me sectioning out my painting today, and she goes, not just her, but also QB. They both go, ma'am, we're going to need that in your shop update. So it took me 3 days, and I got these in my shop update. I did get them in time. So, yes, we have section frames now, all which can be found in my shop, which I already said in the eye. So now that we've gotten that done, we've gotten our purchases done, I am going to go ahead and readjust the camera and get everything situated to start this WIP Chat. I'll see you back in a second. It didn't take that much to get set up. Not at all. So, I'm going to get my light on. It's going to get bright in here, y'all know. It did not work. But it's because I'm blind, so I need the light. Yeah, I want the blue one. I was like, why is it not working? Because I'm not too bright. What do you mean I'm not too bright? I left my craft mat underneath. So let me move my coffee real quick. I don't mind about pushing everything else, but I'm not about to spill my coffee. So I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. I was like, why didn't it change anything? My craft mat was still on my table. That's fine. That's fine. We're a little off center today because we're on the edge, but that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. Trying to make it not blind y'all. On the bright side, people are now going to get a demonstration of how to use the section frames. Because I've already been asked once, well, how do you cut them? Do you cut on the inside? Do you cut on the outside? Honestly, it's personal preference. It's funny, I spent so long trying to fix all these bubbles in it before I put it down. Yeah, that's a key thing. You gotta fix the bubbles before you put it down or you get this type of situation. But I couldn't fix them on this one side. So what I do is I go up to the very next one. Right? I'm gonna cut. Treat the next one like it's the washi tape. Just make sure I got that. And it holds better than the washi tape. See? And then it also makes it easier to fold instead of that guessing line that you'll always see me doing. I guess we're using that. I don't like using that as my cover minder. Let's use my wax minder as my cover minder. Thank you. Oh, I did not move it all the way over. Hold on. Please hold. I already put my coffee back, so I gotta be careful about this. Too short. I'm short. So let me catch y'all up. It's Friday, which means I haven't done anything. Look at that. I got it pretty fucking close. I could probably do that line right there. Yeah, we're gonna do that line. How's your Friday going? How's your week going? Mine is fantastic. It's been busy. Extremely busy. So, I have not talked to y'all since last Thursday. Can't tell you what happened Friday. And the weekend's like gone. All the time. I can tell you Sunday. Sunday was whenever I decided I am going to fix all the sectioning on this painting, flatten out all of the section squares, or flat out all the plastic so I could do the section squares. Me sitting here showing you how to do this. See how I had all this excess on the paw? I'm gonna wipe that off. Sometimes you press too hard like I just did. And you push some of it out. So you just do just an extra double dip. I'm a very heavy presser, so it's going to still my wax no matter what. So we're trying to reduce how much wax it's stilling. So right now I'm compressing it in there. So when I do this, it takes the excess, wipe it off. Wipe it off. There we go. So we got that situated. Maybe I should get the 9-placer situated. Or I should swap it out for a 10. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I'm just getting ready. Oh, I forgot to mention my Munimade tray. I gotta be careful. I've bent a few of these recently. Refilling. I use Munimade trays. One new one, which is my white one, and one old one, which is my black one. I use them for contrast. I'm on the... She had a wait list for custom orders, so I got on that wait list. And I'm hoping I can afford it. Because I want to get my colors, which are purple and blue. It's kind of funny that this is purple and aqua. On the image online, it looks purple and blue. That's fine, because aqua is one of my favorite colors. I have a lot of aqua things, like my Ivine Berry right here is aqua. I don't care. It's beautiful. Don't mind me, I'm just like making sure that it's in. Where's my tweezers? Oh, if you want to know where my tweezers are from, these are just regular ones that come in any kit. I think they actually came with Diamond Art Clubs, one of their old kits. But any of them, honestly, any metal tweezers will do. Sit there and push this in. So it's Friday, which means I am not recording on a Thursday. We gonna hype on it, or harp on it a little bit. But so Sunday I was working on the shop update after doing the sectioning. I was just the final bits, getting the last stickers made and everything else, making sure I didn't make any mistakes because all my stickers are made to order, but I wanted a little supply. So that's what I was doing. And then I got distracted with the sections on this, and Miss Coffee decided to do an impromptu stream. So I was in there, and she went to look on Discord, and I had posted a picture of this painting all sectioned up with the new sections. And QB Designs, I think that's their name in chat. QB Designs. I don't know. I don't have chat up right now. I have her kind of in my ears because it's Friday and she's doing her Friday morning stream, but I don't have chat up in my face because I didn't need the distraction. And I turned my headphones way down so I don't have the distraction, but I kind of have it there. Like, I'm lurking, but I'm not. Either way. We got our stuff situated. Oh, I need my notepad so I can write down the time. The start time. It's weird sitting in my regular chair. Very weird. Look, this just shows you the last time I diamond painted. The 25th. And it's now the 3rd? Three, 2023. $11:07 a.m. I always write a minute above because see how I'm half an hour or half a second in there, or half a minute in there. Yeah. What was my foot getting caught on? Oh. So there you go. We're gonna need those, please. Both QB and Miss Coffee did. And I was like, okay. So starting Monday, actually technically started Friday night to get. I did the research Sunday night to do the research about what size would fit best because I make these custom for mine. I do all the calculations to get the sizes just right. And so it's like, okay, I need a universal size. And I was sitting there and I'm like, I can't do it by centimeters because the centimeters are so different. But this is a popular centimeter size and this is a popular centimeter size. So I'm going through that shit. And then finally it hit me, wait a minute, let's do inches. And I look, and a popular inch size is 22 by 28. Like, okay. Then another one was 20 by 26 or something like that. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like a 26 or 30. No, it was like 24 by 30 or something like that. I'm like, okay. I go, wait a minute. What if we just do, if we do it this way, then it'll work either way because none of them were like a 4x4, like divisible by 4x4. It was like divisible by 4, and then you have something like 22, which is like 4.5. And I was like, wait a minute, why don't we just do 4 by 4.5? That way you cover universally by inches, and you don't have the same issues. I'm like, you're fucking brilliant. You gotta tell yourself you're fucking brilliant once in a while. So I came up with a size of 4.5 by 4. The reason why I did 4.5 by 4 isn't because most things are landscape. It's, you can switch it either way around. You don't have to be 4.5 by 4. You can have it 4 by 4.5 or whatever, It just changes from that corner to that corner. Or you can be looking at like I am right now, which means you can have it in your bottom corner. Like these are done landscape mode, but imagine if they weren't. Imagine if they were looking at me. So it's the same style, same design. So what I did was, instead of redoing the whole thing, I took this Cricut project and I just stretched it. So I didn't have to redo everything. So the only issues you have with it are these two corners right here, because everything else is rounded in the cut. I designed it all, and then I started cutting. I had to figure out pricing, and since this was an idea that I found, I had to do comparisons. I'm not the first person to do it and all that, so I had to do price comparisons. And I'm sitting there, and I'm not happy with these prices, and I'm not going to be, I'm not going to shame anybody for their prices, but I was like, I don't like these prices. And I get why they had those prices. It makes sense to me. But I was like, no. And they're only providing solid colors. They're not providing hollows or anything else. It's just solid colors. And it's like, well, I want to provide hollows. I want to provide sparklies. And one, that price is too low for hollows and sparklies because that stuff's more expensive. But it's also, I personally think it's too high for solids. And I go, so how are we going to do this? And I figured out a good price that I liked. That was lower than that for solids. But when it came to hollows, I priced accordingly. Like I said, if you've messed with vinyl at all, you understand that you can get solids pretty fucking cheap. And then I have this really, really cheap vinyl. And I was like, well, it's not fair if I sit there and have that at the same price. And so I priced it accordingly for that cheap vinyl. And most of it's labor, because a lot of it's labor intensive. Because of the fact that it's not the cutting, it is the time it takes to do the micro cuts and everything else, like cutting them up into fours, packaging them, labeling them, all that. And then, of course, all the product that I'm putting into that. Like the flat envelopes and stuff. Sorry, I don't know if that one's fine or not. We're about to find out. Yeah, it looks fine. So I'm like, okay, that'll work. And I get my prices set, which, by the way, the prices, if I had this one up, which I don't because I've ran out of this vinyl, but this vinyl, since it's hollow, it costs more. And so this would be $4.50 for a 4-pack. 10, I'm gonna say 10 something. I could be wrong. No, it's more. $12.25 for a 16-pack. Do I have my phone on me? I do. Let's open up my shop, shall we? I have the Etsy seller app. But can I view my shop from the Etsy seller? It's like, no. Oh, view shop on Etsy. I was being stupid. See, I'm viewing shop on Etsy. So, these are special because it's a 14-pack in solid colors. Oh, wait. Here we go. Alright, so if I go and pick a 12-pack, the matte orange is $10.50. So regular solid colors are $10.50 for a 12-pack, while the sparkly rainbow is $12.75, but the discount green is $8.25. See what I mean? Like, I did put in consideration the different prices of the vinyl, so I'm passing that discount on to y'all. Like, discount green is $3 base price. Does that make sense? And see, there's the image that started it all. That's why that's in there. So I was like, I'm going to pass these savings on to people. I'm not going to sit there and charge them I'm not going to average out the price. I'm not going to charge them extra for the solids to make up for the price of the hollows. I'm going to pass it on that way. And I'm going to try it that way. And then when I was pricing things, I wasn't paying attention. And I was supposed to price the trash jars at $5 to be the same price as the wax minders. Because did you know vinyl is a pain in the ass to work with? And did you know I did not refresh the wax in this pen? But vinyl is a pain in the ass to work with, especially when you're putting it on things. And So I was sitting there, and those are made to order. The trash trays are made to order. So I had to order those, and I was trying to put that together because I wait 24 hours for the glue to fully cure before I move on to the other stuff. And I went to go put those together, and I had to fucking redo it like 4 times because it just didn't want to work right. And I think I just pushed all of it out. But this is why you empty out before you, why you empty your thing before you refill it. But I was being lazy. But look, it works even when you're being lazy. See? Oh, I said I was going to be doing single placing with the other one. Oh, well. I'll switch pins as I need it. That one's a chunky one. See? It's chunky. The size difference. So we'll see. Maybe it'll help with my issues I've been having with my hands. Anyway, moving on from Sunday and Monday. Monday, I had a doctor's appointment. So I had not recorded the unboxing because I've been so busy with the shop. So I hadn't recorded the unboxing. So I wake up 7. I want to say 7. Could have been 8. But I wake up early. Not early. My normal time as a late. My early time was 4 o'clock. I had not been waking up at 4 o'clock at all this week. So I wake up about 7, 8. I don't remember exactly. And I realize I have not filmed the unboxing. The first thing I do is I wake up, make coffee, film the unboxing. I have to get in the shower because I have a doctor's appointment at 8 or at 9:30. So yeah, I woke up at 7. No, I remember correctly. So I get everything recorded. I start pushing the stuff. I've edited it, and I'm now pushing for upload. I'm trying to get that already. So I set the render, and I set to upload, and then I go hop in the shower. By the time I get out of the shower, the upload is done, ready to go. I schedule the release. Well, I do the thumbnail, then I schedule the release. I always make sure the thumbnail's done first. And so I do all that, and I get ready, and I get to the doctor's office about 30 minutes early, because I am starving. I'm starving at this point. I've gone to McDonald's and got my breakfast, because I knew I had to fast. So, let's get my breakfast. I hadn't eaten since 7 o'clock the previous day. So crooked. So I go to McDonald's. I get my breakfast. I get me a Coke to go with it. And I go straight to the doctor's office. And I'm sitting there finishing off my cigarette. And I go, I gotta go in. I don't care how early I am. I cannot be sitting in this car with this food. Because all I'm thinking about now is this food. So I go in. I'm half an hour early. You think I can charge them for being late? No. But, anywho. I'm sitting there chatting in Miss Coffee's chat like I always am. That one is dirt. I messed up. And then get my blood drawn. Oh, sorry. Get weighed. Get my blood pressure done. 114/75. Hello. I've never had it that beautifully. That perfect. My meds are working. So, get my blood drawn hard. Get my blood pressure taken. Have my doctor's appointment. She goes ahead and she orders blood work for my vitamin D because I'm extremely tired. Just really, really tired. And I tell her, I don't know why I'm so fatigued. And we're trying to figure this out. My thyroid is great. This is great. And she wants my cholesterol tested because my bad cholesterol was 131 last time. It's supposed to be between, like, I forget, and 100. Like, max 100. So it was 131 last time, but I didn't know to fast. So she's more worried about that. But she orders the vitamin D panel and everything else to go with my cholesterol test. So by the end of the day, by the time I had gotten my lipid panel back, I think it was like 5 a.m. the next day or something like that, my bad cholesterol was 93. So suck it, nerd. I haven't heard from her yet. And yes, my vitamin D is normal. So I don't know what's going on. Because again, I haven't heard from her yet. So maybe she'll order more tests. I don't know. But we had an issue when they were drawing my blood. They tried for my inner and they could not get a vein. Oh, I can't. It's not showing up on cam. But they tried for my inner arm and they couldn't get a vein. And then she sits there and she looks at my right one. Doesn't even see a vein. So they go into my hand and now I'm bruised. So I had to get my blood drawn through my hand. So I go home and I instantly go back to work on the shop because now I have this product, this new product that I have to concept and produce in 3 days. From Sunday to Wednesday. I have to have it ready to go Wednesday. And it hits me that my video had its comments disabled. This is what I was fighting all weekend. Every video I put out from Friday onward last week, comments have been disabled. So it's frustrating because it doesn't push your video in the algorithm. But it did make me feel good about that when my video is not being pushed in the algorithm, people were still commenting, people were still liking, people were still viewing. It's just not as much. So that just shows me that there is some growth there. So it did help me a lot. And I had to decide at this point, after comments being disabled and everything going on with shop, am I doing a month in review? And I looked back at the last month in review compared to the videos around it. I looked not with the regular videos that have happened since then, but the ones around it. I looked at the ones around it. I thought, I've had no finishes this week or this month because I've been working on Magic Potion and I haven't been diamond painting. So, what do I do? And I thought about it and I go, well, you didn't reach your goals. I did not reach my goals at all. I'm stagnant everywhere. I'm plateauing, which is fine. It happens. And I'm like, you didn't reach your goals. You have the shop update to worry about. Why don't you just sit there and do a shop update? So, Tuesday, all day Tuesday, I'm telling myself, you need to record a shop update. At the same time, I'm trying to get stuff ready for the shop update. So that didn't happen until Wednesday morning when I record the shop update while doing everything I need to still do for the shop update. And then that didn't go out till I don't know when. I can't even remember now. I think it was like late in the afternoon. And it's done well. So I'm like, well, if it can release late in the afternoon and do well, this is my thought this morning when I was like rushing, like, should I be recording my WIP Chat now? But no. I was like, if it can be recorded late in the afternoon and do well, maybe I shouldn't be rushing to get the WIP Chat done. Maybe I should get that order out because I had an order on Wednesday, which made me really happy. And that needed to go out. Then I remembered after I got the order out that I didn't include my little sticker giveaways in there. I was like, damn it. That's what sucks about freebies is sometimes you forget. So, that sucks. I forgot those. But they're just like those little, those random packs of like 5,000 you buy for like nothing. It's just a couple of those, and they're so random. So I was like kind of mad at myself for that today. I'm sorry. You know who you are. You're a repeat customer. I'm sorry I didn't include the stickers. If you order again, I will put more in there. Instead of 2, I will give you 4. I was thinking about switching to 1. But still. Like, I didn't forget the candies and stuff, just the stickers. But I'm skipping ahead. Why did I just do that? So, Wednesday was all about the shop update. And I was just like burning the candle at both ends, for lack of a better term. It was crazy. I was trying to do everything. I was very, very vocal on Instagram and Discord and everywhere I need to be vocal at, but I got the shop update done at 11:58 a.m. 11:58 a.m. By the way, if you're listening to this and you haven't seen the shop update, I'm going to tell you all the secret code. So the code to get 15% off, and this code's good until March 8th, is YouTube 15. I'm only providing it to my YouTube viewers. I'm not posting it anywhere else because I love you guys. But so if you want to get 15% off the shop, yes. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do updates every Friday, or at least restocks. I don't have one in today yet, but what I'm restocking is the purple Galaxy wax minder. So I just need to update that number. It's not too bad. I need to go buy more vinyl. I did get a lot of vinyl in this week, so I'm happy. But I'm out of my 3x4 bubble wrap. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I can order it, but I won't get it until Thursday. which means I'm going to order it. You know I am, but if I get anything for like wax binders, they're going to end up in bigger bubble wrap, or I'm going to have to go down to Walmart and pick up the stuff that you wrap yourself that aren't the self-adhesive stuff, which is fine. Does that one have a tag on it? Get in there. There we go. I think there's another one with a tag in it. I'll find out whenever we go to sit there and fill this out. Like, there's quite a bit of trash in this pour this time. Y'all don't normally see me do the large color blocking sections and talk about it. You just see it in the time lapse. I'm kind of disappointed with myself about time lapse this week because I have not diamond painted at all. Like, I have not put out TikToks this week, and that is a piece of trash. Which is not like me at all. Like, there's been one video I put out, and it's like, I'm still existing, but I've been working on the shop update. I have a bad habit of self-sabotage, and the plateau kind of helped with that, because it's like, I sit in my mind, nobody wants to sit there and watch me, nobody, you know, and views didn't change, but the plateau happened, and so that gives my self-destructive behavior an excuse to behave that way, and I'm trying to be bigger than that, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna allow myself to get in my own way. All these noises, man. Like, it's windy as shit outside, and I think my mom's in her bathroom, and that's the wall that shares with mine. So I hear, like, slamming and stuff. Oh, I didn't even mention that stuff going on. Completely unrelated to the bathroom. So, last week, my stove died. I think it died on Friday. It caught fire. Yeah, she just dropped something. So, my stove died on Friday. It caught fire while my mom was using it. It's not my stove, it's her stove, but it caught fire. And so, I instantly go on Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. I would go, I'll find a way to make it work. I'll use a pay-in for whatever. And my mom had money set aside because she wants to put central air in this house. And speaking of air, my air decided to come on. So she wants to put central air in this house, so she's saving up for central air. And so she goes, no, I'll buy the stove. So I ordered this, like, $900 stove for $650. By the way, when you go to order something that's $650, it's not really $650. You know what it is? $650 plus installation kit that you can't say no to. So there's another $40. We're now up to $690. Plus the $69 tax. Plus, I paid $20 for them to install it, which we'll get to that in a minute. Plus the tax, so it's now up to $777. See how I remember it? And luckily I got free shipping. Well, I buy it. I spend the $777. And my mom only sent me $757. Because that's what she had saved up. And I was like, okay, I'll cover the $20. You know, I use a stove too. I'll cover the installation fee. Well, they come back and they go, or I noticed that it said natural gas. But when I had done all my research, it said that I can do propane, that it does both propane and natural gas, and it includes the propane stuff inside when you buy it. I'm like, okay. And so when I saw that, I, as an adult, as a human being, I physically telephone called Home Depot customer service. I've never done that before. I don't call customer service. I figure we'll deal with it when it happens. And I go, okay, so I bought this. It says it works with this. And she goes, yes, it does. And she goes, we just don't install propane. I go, oh, well, I paid for installation. Can I get a refund on that installation then? Because I have propane, I don't have natural gas. Well, she says, yeah. And then she puts me on hold for like 5 minutes. And then she comes back, she goes, that refund's been processed. And I look, and it's already back in my PayPal. And I'm like, what? So I was proud of myself for one, calling them, and two, having the balls to ask for a refund, because that's not like me at all. Like, I'm growing up. My anxiety is not blocking me all the time now. It still blocks me, but not all the time. So that got delivered yesterday, and they were going to install it, and I wasn't going to say a damn word, but they're like having confusion and all that, and then they're like, oh, you have propane? I go, yeah, I have propane. They're like, yeah, we're not installing. I was like, I know. You know, I try to keep my mouth shut because it's like, hey, install it for me, please. But that's fine. They did bring it inside because normally, I guess, if they deliver it and there's no installation, they just leave it on your porch. But they were really nice and they brought it inside for me. So it's not just sitting on the porch, considering it was going to rain yesterday, and it did rain yesterday. Don't you like how I jump around? I was just talking about Friday, and now I'm talking about Thursday. The wind is bad. I got a magnolia tree outside my window. So, Tuesday, if you paid any attention, I had a truancy meeting over what turned out to be 6 unexcused absences, not 5. But, yeah, they told my son that any more absences, like, it went from all on me to all on him because of the fact that I explained, you know, it's allergy season and it's been really bad, and so I sent him to school and they send him home. It's just, I don't want to sit there and send a sick kid to school. And she goes, well, you're going to just have to send him to school and have him send him home. I hate to be that way, you know, and I hate that it is that way, which, if you're a parent, you understand that completely, that that's the way things go. Is if they're, as long as they're not contagious, send them to school. Have them be sent home, because that's a lot better than dealing with truancy. So, but then she goes, but why are these unexcused? And I go, I don't know. I give him the notes, and he goes, she just listen, why don't you turn in your notes? He goes, I forget. And it instantly went from nice, sweet probation officer to she is laying into him with a lecture about how you need to turn in your notes. You are old enough now. You are 12 years old. You are not 5. And that next absence, you're going to be in here, and and we're not going to be in this office. We're going to be in front of a judge. And that is a misdemeanor. That is a charge if you are truant. So I'm giggling at this point. And I've already told him that if it happens, not only does he get a charge, I get a charge as well. Well, I get charged $100. I didn't tell him I, get a charge, even though technically I get a misdemeanor. Well, my mom works for a radio station here in Alabama, and tells her boss the story. And now Michael has been part of a story on the radio station because this school district is known for, or this county, not just the school district, is known for getting you at 5 unexcused, when apparently the state law is 10 or 12 unexcused is truancy, and nobody calls them out on it. I did not know that. Otherwise, yeah, I would have called them out on it. Like, what? Because the statute they're quoting doesn't state how many days. It just says if you are found truant, this will happen. And they're finding these kids truant at 6 days. So yeah, I don't know if she actually did the news show on it, but because that was supposed to be yesterday, and my mom was, no, that was supposed to be today, I think, and my mom's home today. And I'm like, but no names? No, that was supposed to be yesterday, and my mom was home yesterday. And I asked no names, because that's basically a piece of my own medicine there. Because usually I don't give names. Because 1, y'all don't know the people, but 2, it's like, it's rude. And she goes, well, she has Michael's name. So I'm not really happy about that. Yes, I know, I give my own son's name. I've talked about this myself right here. But it's different. I don't want him to be plastered on a country Christian radio station. But it's weird because we had another issue that happened this week on that radio station. in Oxford, which is north of here, and some stuff happened. Oh, these girls were praying over their lunch at school, doing their, their blessing, I guess, for their food, which, to each his own, right? You're not harming nobody, you're not bothering nobody. But apparently it bothered a teacher, and the teacher told them, you can't do that at school, you do it again, you're going to be suspended. And next day, these 3 girls, they do it again because it's their religion. They have every right. You have freedom of religion, and if you're not hurting anybody and you're just thanking somebody over your food, what's the big deal? Or, I don't personally say grace over my food. I haven't since I was little. I am a Christian and everything, but I don't practice. You can believe and not practice, but we're not getting into that. We're not talking about religion. What we're talking about at this point is the fact that they are practicing a harmless practice by saying grace over their food. And they got suspended over it. That's wrong. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Are you going to suspend anybody else? Like, if I sat there and I created this religion, we're going to call it caffeination. The, caffeine religion. I'm a caffeinationalist. That's besides, I worship coffee. What if I prayed over my coffee? And I prayed to the coffee beans. That's weird because of the fact that Miss Coffee calls her community coffee beans. But still, what I'm saying is, I pray to the coffee plant or whatever. Are you going to be mad that I did that? And I'm not harming anybody. We're talking about, there was no harm done to anybody else. No. And so they talked about it on the news station, and then apparently there was a protest in Oxford. I don't know. I don't live close enough to Oxford to know about that. And it's like, when did it become so offensive that you can't even say grace? Like I said, I'm a non-practicing Christian. But I was an atheist for a while, which is weird to say considering I've been a Christian most of my life. But, I fell away from the faith and I went back to the faith. It's just the way, it's a cycle. It is. It can happen. Especially when you're born into it and you're forced into it. But, I personally never said grace at school, but if somebody had told me that I was unable to, and that was my religion, and I strongly believed in it and all that, I would have done the exact same thing these girls did and done it anyway. Because that's also the way I am. I'm gonna fight authority. When it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm sorry. And you're not harming anybody. See, and this is how that works. We get distracted. We end up talking about something else. Wrong is wrong. I find it equivalent that if I will allow anybody to practice their religion as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. And I know I should not be talking about this, don't talk about religion, but we're going to talk about it right now. Honestly, I don't know anything about other religions because I'm very ignorant on this topic, so what I'm going to say, if it's wrong, please correct me in the comments, but if I understand correctly, Muslims have prayer times. So if you have a prayer time and you take that time to pray, that doesn't harm anybody. You should be allowed to do it. And I don't know anything about Judaism. I can't even say the word right. I think I said it wrong, but I don't know much about these religions. I don't know their practices, but if there's a practice that doesn't hurt anybody, they should be allowed to do it. And I think the same thing about saying grace over your food. It's not just one religion, it's all religions. And we're getting to a point to where I remember being in school and them forcing us to take religion out of school in general, no matter what religion you were, and I thought that was wrong. Yes, they're not teaching the religion, but that doesn't stop you from being able to, if it's part of your everyday life. And I'm serious about this because, again, people have their own religion, and some people don't have religion. It's all beliefs, and I place to speak on this, and it causes people to be upset. this is the only time I'm going to allow out religion in my comments. But if you have any opinions on this whole thing about practicing your own religion, as long as it's not hurting anyone, please leave it down in the comments. I want to know. You know, I want to know if I'm wrong, and if there's something I'm missing. Like if I was wrong about, you know, Muslims praying at certain times of day, please let me know. Because again, I'm not a Muslim. I don't know anything about the religion. So just let me know. That's fine. I admit I'm ignorant and I don't know anything, but this is the only time I'm going to allow this discussion in my comments. And so now it's time to take care of it, or take advantage of it. See, I know there's not one religion. It's kind of weird because when you grow up in the Christian faith, they tell you that there's only one true religion and everything else. It's weird. I was a Southern and I became a Nazarene, or both of Christianity, just like Catholic Christianity. It's just a different way to worship. I think the only difference, again, correct me if I'm being ignorant in the comments, and do it in a respectful way. I had to look at the time. Is that... Sometimes when I shake them out over the painting. And they get everywhere. I kind of like this pen. I thought the flat side was going to be weird, but I really like it on my thumb. So this is really nice for single painting. Really nice. I like it. Right now I don't know what to talk about, because the fact that it's weird to come off that subject, and I don't want to talk about the shop, because y'all are going to be like, oh, you're such a sellout. I am. That's why I have a Twitch emote that says sellout, even though I don't stream on Twitch anymore. I want to stream on Twitch. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it, but during the shop update, everything I cleaned in my office became a disaster again, so I have to clean again. And I have a hole in my ceiling, and you can see it on my camera whenever it's on, so I kind of want to get that fixed before I stream. Yeah, but I gotta fix the leak before I get that fixed. Look, this is poor people problems. I have decided after my order comes today, which yes, I have a Diamond Art Club coming today. I will show y'all in next week's WIP Chat. I have decided that after that order, I am on kind of like a no-buy because I'm poor. And I've just gone crazy with things, and I'd rather spend my money on improving like my packaging and working on my shop and everything else. And if you were wondering, yes, I spend more on my shop, on the materials and packaging and everything else than I make. I am currently in the red for the shop, which, you know, you guys spend money to make money, which is fine, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's helping my ADHD a lot, even though my ADHD totally is kicked in this week with filming. Like, I'm down to the wire here. It's almost noon, and I'm recording, when normally this stuff would be out by now. That's fine. Like, I thought maybe making it quick, like short, but oh well. On the bright side, I get to go shopping today. I need to get gas. I have to go grocery shopping, but at the same time, I need to hit a Hobby Lobby because I found out a certain type of vinyl was a hit. And I love it. And so I need to go get more while it's still on sale. Yes. But I think people are waiting for my Friday update, thinking. But I didn't mention that I won't be putting any new items up this time. I think I implied it, and I'm sorry. I'm just literally restocking things like my excuse me, my wax binder need to be restocked, and I do have new colors coming out. I'm just not. I haven't gotten that far because my work table's not clean. I need to grab my bigger one. I like using the 13th laser for these parts, but I'm like just doing the single placing right now. What can I talk about? I think I talked about controversial shit, and it's like throwing me through a loop. Like, I don't know what to talk about now. I can talk. I really can. I could talk for hours, but it's usually about nothing. Okay. You're going to see me lift right here, because I need to make sure that I get these in right. Like, I don't want any plastic on them. And I think it's only 2 I need right there. It's because it was so cut. It was cut so close. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I knocked that over. Sorry, this was lifted up too high. It was cut so close near the end right here. I was like, it's because I didn't place them evenly. Honestly, I am so worried this is going to flop because nobody has ordered any section frames yet. And I put so much work into getting them ready and getting them out, and it was a lot of stress that by the time Thursday hit, I could not stay awake for the life of me. I tried and I tried, but I just kept falling asleep. And it didn't help that people were bothering me. My mom kept coming in and bothering me. And I love my mom, but when I want to be left alone, she should get the hint. Because I think that if I was left alone, I probably could have had one night or one nap, and then I was able to do everything. But because of the fact that I kept getting interrupted, and I couldn't even enjoy. I tried to watch a movie. Sorry, I tried to watch 2 movies yesterday. Both Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. Because I was finishing off my Hunger Games series because it's leaving Netflix. So I was watching those, and I could not watch them uninterrupted. I did not watch them uninterrupted, and I'm not happy about that. And I ended up being a bitch. Like, come on. All I want is fucking a couple hours to watch something. And then my mom wanted to move something at 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, no, it is 8 o'clock at night. Well, I can't do anything when the kids are awake. Yes, you can. Ask for fucking help from the kids. And so I ended up feeling like I was 16 again, bitching at my mom. But this time, instead of, you can't tell me what to do, you let my brothers do it, why can't I do it? You know, because double standards, because I was a girl. It was, don't be fucking stupid. You're gonna fucking hurt yourself. I feel like I'm the fucking parent here sometimes. Are you to the point, I'm 36, but are you to the point in where the roles have reversed and now you are like the parent to your parent? Because then you know exactly what this feels like, and it's weird. It is really weird. Because you go from, Mama knows everything, Mama's gonna help me, which, by the way, that's early adulthood. That is after your teenage years when Mama knows nothing, right? So let me try that again. You start with, Mama is my hero when you're really little. And then when you're a teenager, it is, Mama knows nothing. I know what's best for me. Fuck Mama. And then when you're 18 and you're out on your own, Mama knows everything. Mama's going to help you through it. Mama knows the way, right? And then in this case, I am 36, and it's gotten to the point to where I'm the adult now, and Mama is clueless to the way things are in life now, and Mom needs to stop being so fucking stubborn and realize her age. So it's like a cycle. I mean, I want to get to the age to where I just don't give a fuck and I'll say whatever I want to whatever I want to whoever I want. And I think I'm there in my 30s, but it's not acceptable until you're like in your 80s. So I'm halfway there. Yes, I know. 36 is not halfway to 80. Shut up. And if I keep smoking, I'm not going to make it to 80. I've had this bad cough for like 2 days, and it's like, and my friend's like, maybe you should quit smoking. And I go, I will after the cigarette. Until I start up again. Have I had a cigarette since then? No. I have not. Was that like an hour and a half ago? Shut up. That's besides the point. I don't even know what time it is right now. We gotta look, because I didn't keep a... Look at me stutter. I didn't keep a timer. I don't keep a timer. I should keep a timer, but I don't. I just write down the time that I start, that I actually start diamond painting, which I told you I push a minute ahead from when I'm recording. Because that gives me time for setup and everything else, and makes up for my, like, talking and shit. But I write down a start time, and then I look at my watch randomly, and I'm like, oh, it's been an hour. Come on, get off there. Get off there. I only need 4. Actually, I needed all 5. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I've been going for about 45 minutes. We're so good. Dun, 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 dun. So, I know I still haven't put my Discord in my information. Sorry, Discord, I just heard it going off. I need to do that, but I'm too lazy. I need to stop being lazy. Have y'all thought about that? Have you ever just, like, wanted to live that lazy life, and there's nothing to motivate you to do anything else? That's where I'm at right now. The only thing that motivates me is YouTube and Etsy. And at least that gives me some motivation, so I'm not just a fucking lump of shit in bed. But, yeah. It got the shop going, didn't it? In fact, I have no motivation to diamond paint until I sit down for YouTube. And I love diamond painting, so it's like, why can't I get the motivation? That's gonna be the title of this. Motivation. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. You guys ever do that? Just the Mario? I'm all over the place. But that's me. That's every WIP Chat. I'm trying not to be so, like, depressing. I noticed that. I was listening to WIP Chat. I'm like, oh my god. Nobody's gonna want to fucking listen to this. You sound like a horrible person. I am a horrible person, but you sound like you're, like, always depressed. Look, I am not always depressed. I just got issues, and they're of the emotional kind. I gotta start quoting songs? Maybe. Am I trying to? Not really. Get in there, you little turd. Good thing I don't show y'all everything going on around here. Because I have arguments with the drills. Gimme, 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 gimme. The other night, this was like, I think it was Tuesday night. I was fucking hyper as shit. And I don't remember what I did, but something I did was like, okay, it's time to go to sleep. And I was out. Like that. Maybe it was Monday. Or Sunday. I don't remember. Either way, the other day I was just like zooming. I was bouncing, everything else, and then I don't remember what I did, but I just like it. I think I sat down to play Raid. I know y'all have heard of them, Raid Shadow Legends. I had a sponsorship back on Twitch a couple years ago, and it was probably the best sponsorship I've ever done. I will only do sponsorships and affiliates and all that for something I will actually use, or in this case, play. And a buddy of mine had a sponsorship from them, and so I tried it out and was like, oh my god, this is addicting. So when they offered me a sponsorship, you know I had to do it. I did it. I got paid. They got their money back. Whatever, you know? But here I am 2 years later, still playing it, still addicted. I don't put a lot of money into it now. Like, I pay for my monthly raid pass. That I admit, I have a problem. But anywho, so I think I was playing raid, and that's what, like, really chilled me out because my brain could stop bouncing all over the place. Because all I wanted to do was I had all these designs in mind, and I'm working on them, by the way. I'm working on them. Like, I have sticker designs and this design. I got my UV laminate in today, so I have a car sticker design in my head, and that will probably go up next Friday, if I remember. You cannot schedule updates or releases, so, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing shop releases, like restocks and stuff on Fridays, and that design, that'll give me time to design it and print it and cut it and have some things for pictures, and then I'll get that on the shop on Friday. But I thought of it. I was driving down the road today, and I thought about how dirty my car window is. So the design in my head is similar to, like, I washed my window for this sticker, and I know it sounds so stupid, but I want that sticker. I want it on my car. So if I want it on my car, it's going in the shop. A lot of things is, oh, I like that so much, I want that. Oh, somebody else might want it, and I put it in the shop. Or I do the YouTube video, like the way I unbox. That's how I'd like to watch unboxings. I don't care about certain things, and so that's why I know other people care. That's why they even exist, but it's like, so here's a chapter. Here's a chapter, so you don't have to watch that part. And then recently, actually so recently, I was watching an unboxing for Cosmic Trip. I knew I was going to buy it anyway, so this is the sneak peek of Cosmic Trip. And this is not me throwing shade, this is just how it is. So I'm watching the unboxing to Cosmic Trip, and I'm like yelling at the screen, like, stop shaking your hands, because she's holding on to the sticker sheet. And all I'm trying to do is pause it perfectly to take a screenshot to look at the colors. So that way, if I decide to do it quickly, I can have my special drills ordered. And then I realized, I go, wait a minute, nobody does this. Nobody just holds it still. And so every unboxing after that, since I don't get sneak peeks, but every unboxing after that, when I do an unboxing, I hold that color sheet still. Or I'll even place it down, and I'll hold on to it for a second, so you have time to pause, be like, okay, I'm going to need to get this color, and this color, because some people don't have stashes upon stashes of special drills. I mean, I have a stash, but I don't like have a huge stash. Some people, they're just getting into it, and maybe they want to get a special color. Maybe they have a color, and they're like, oh, I have that color, let's see if I can put it in that painting. And so that's another part. Like, I would like to know the colors that are in this painting so I can be prepared for it. And we're not talking about just the, because I'm going to show you the drills, but the drills, honestly, are you really paying that close attention to what I'm saying and I stutter over my words? What is that? 8. I think that was 8. Hopefully it was. Of course I messed up the last one. I don't think I have to lift that anymore. Yeah, that was the last one. Oh, I just spilled it! Keona, why are you spilling shit? And I signed something today. I wrote a note into one of my packages that went out, and I signed it Keona BT, aka my real name, because I realized that up until recently, my real name is what was showing on my packages, like going out. Like, shit. And I just fixed it to where now it says Keona's Corner, because y'all don't need to know my real name. You don't need, but my pirate ship showed my real name, and I was sending something with be a pirate ship. Yeah. Oh no! Y'all have this problem where you're like dumping your drills back in, and they want to pop out onto your fucking diamond painting. Like, hey! So by the end of the day, you're like, where did all these new drills come from? I wasn't that messy, was I? Yes, you were. You were a slob. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need, not you. I think it's this one. Yep. This one. And we're gonna need this one. And we're gonna need this one. And we're gonna need this one. Okay, let's start with the arrow. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. Oh. Don't mind me. Can you tell I watch Miss Coffee by what I was just doing? This has some mix of freaking A in it. Or not A, but a mix of the down bottom left. So I don't know how that happened. And I do need to fix it. Why am I vibrating? Alright, it's not an important phone call. But here, I'll show you. You'll see it easily. You see them? Just like little light bits over in there. It's not the light ones. The light ones go to this. So I just have to keep an eye out. You would think I would fix it. Nah. No. That's a future me problem. And every time I think about it, I'm recording something, so it doesn't get done. Doesn't get fixed. Because that's a future me problem. I don't know how it happened. I don't remember ever spilling anything in there. I just don't know how it happened. So I let it be. I gotta remember that I'm working on arrows. I keep wanting to put in the quarters, so that I've had quarters in my head. Oh, I guess. I try to do that to remember. There we go. You know what? Where is that black tray? Right here. Or right on the edge, but I'm gonna use this black tray. And if I find any... Actually. You see that? I took them straight out and I single placed them on where they belong. But I can't do that because that's gonna fuck me up. It'd be hilarious. But we can't do that. Don't do that. Train! It's getting to a point to where I actually need to get them out of my way because I can't multi-place. Doo-doo-doo. Damn it! Stop! Get out of my head. You ever watch Miss Coffee on Friday and for the rest of the week you're going da 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 making my way downtown? No! No, you're not. I don't think that. Yeah, now I can multi-place. It was to a point I couldn't multi-place. There were just so many right in my way. I just moved them out of my way. I put them in the other tray. I know what they go to. They go to that bottom corner. So I can dump them in their proper way. But I still don't know how it happened. If I knew how it happened, I would have fixed it when it happened. Have I gone back in the footage to figure it out? No. Why would I do that? I am not an investigator. I've been watching an investigator on TikTok. I got stuck on like PI story side of TikTok. Oh my god. It's like, hello, this is everybody's business that I don't need to know, but I need to know more. Mm-hmm. Not good, it's not healthy, but it's great. I love when other people have drama and I don't. I just noticed 2 colors that I didn't have pull out. I like to pull out all the colors. I like to pull out. Ha, I said I like to pull out. It's funny. I do. Get out of there. So my plans for this week is to get some more wax binder colors done, so I can try to get series 2 started. To restock series 1, at least one of the colors is sold out, so I'd like to restock that one. I need to order more bubble wrap, the self-adhesive bubble wrap. I can't believe I ran out. This one is actually a bad drill. So is this one. Like, while you have the tweezers out, pull out the bad drills. I don't go looking for them normally. Usually only pull them out while I had the issues. I also need to restock the trash drills because... So my sister-in-law contacted me and she's like, I'm gonna need one of those. So I'm gonna have to do more of that. And yeah, I know I didn't pick them all out. Because there's a lot more inside of here. It's like sprinkles. Beautiful. Actually, what I think it is, because I noticed it after I refilled it, I think maybe the refill had them in there. I don't know. Like, sprinkled in. Sometimes that happens. You'll get a bag that's mixed. I think that's what happened. Come on. I can't close the drill with you like that. Thank you. Making my way down. Damn! Y'all heard nothing. And look at this. Look, I told you it was the right color. Watch this. I take this. By the way, that's a trash drill. Why is it still in there? Goop. Goop. There we go. Goop. And they match perfectly. See, I knew exactly what color it was. I'm not colorblind. I mean, I'm blind, but that's a different story. I do want to get to a point to where I have this studio even more organized. So I might go buy some stuff at Hobby Lobby today or tomorrow. Yes. To organize this office better. Yes. Because I want to stream. Miss Coffee has been pushing me to stream. Other people have been pushing me to stream. But I need to get my schedule figured out first. I need to get to where I'm ahead of this stuff. I have a trip at the end of the month that I have to do first. I'm not going to sit there and start streaming and then leave for a week. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to start working on that content for that week. I'm going to be gone from the 28th until the 3rd. So I'm thinking about either not recording a WIP Chat that week. Definitely not recording a time-lapse that week because I won't be there, you know. So I won't be diamond painting that week because of the fact that I'm not going to sit there and do a time-lapse of one day. Shut up about this week. That's besides the point. I'm not going to do a time-lapse about one day and then call it week whatever when I can just not diamond paint at all that week and just skip a week. And so if it's week 10, the following week would be week 10 instead because I didn't diamond paint that week. It's like if I didn't have this WIP Chat, that probably would have happened this week. So what I'm going to do, if I do a WIP Chat for the week I'm gone, I'm going to think. I'm going to do it on a different painting, or I'm going to do it on like resin stuff or something. Who knows? Hell, I might even just record it on my phone. And you'll get a face-to-face. No. I don't like showing my face. I am a filter lover. Fight me, but filters are the equivalent of wearing makeup just on screen. And I don't wear makeup, so I have no problem wearing a filter. Okay? If you can... So, to me, makeup is like real-life filters. So, if a woman can walk around with a real-life filter on all day in form of a makeup, then I can walk around... then I can post all my videos of my face. That's trash. Anyway, I can post all my videos of my face with a filter on. Look. You're lucky you even see my face. I haven't had teeth in, I don't know, 5 years now. I don't know how long it's been. Maybe longer than 5 years? 6 years? 7? Anyway, it's been a while since I've had teeth. Okay? And I can't afford dentures. I can't afford implants. I can't afford any of that. And that's kind of why I wanted a shop, is to be able to sit there and besides the, you know, getting my ADHD worked on and everything else, working as therapy for that, I also wanted to be able to afford implants or dentures one day. You know? So, if I can sit there and at least do a video without having teeth in my mouth, I think the least I can ask for is to be able to sit there and use filters. And not be judged about it. Because we're so fucking judgy in this world. Like, people see me, 36, without teeth, and they have their own opinions about shit. I had all my teeth pulled before I was 30. Not because I did meth or anything. I had a hereditary disease that never got treated because we didn't know until I was in my 20s and it was too late. And the answer was to prolong it is a root canal on every single tooth. The problem is insurance in this country does not cover root canals. And I'm poor. And so it's the dental coverage of this country, for lack of a better term, why I have no teeth, because of the fact that my genetic disease was found after it was too late to do anything but root canals, and root canals are not covered by American insurance. So, yes. People are gonna fucking judge me for my teeth as it is. My teeth. You see how I said that? Teeth. I have a lisp thanks to that. So, I think I'm allowed to use a filter without being judged. That's simple. If you don't like it, guess what? I don't live in Texas where they have issues with filters anymore. I know that's not why I moved out of Texas, but I moved out of Texas at the right time because of the fact that politicians are trying to rule your life in Texas, and that's not Texas culture, and it pisses me off. But we're not going into that because I've already talked about religion in this WIP Chat. We're not about to talk about politics. Instead, we're going to talk about how, I don't know, about how I'm allowed to use a filter. Yes! So, what I was saying is that week I'm gone because I'm going down to Florida. Oh, God, save me. I'm going down to Florida to watch opening day for the Mets. The Mets! And so, I'm going to be down there because I'm going to enjoy my time down there. I got a concert that I need to book already, and hopefully tickets are still available. I got plans for restaurants and hanging out with friends, and why did I not do that one? So I need to grab that and fix that. Talk about that one right there. I went to high school in Southwest Florida, so it's weird to go back to Southwest Florida without at least saying hi to people. I gotta drop things off to my aunt and my cousin. Come on, get out of here. Normally I'd check the time right now and it would probably be time up, but let me fix that. But we're so close to ending the section, we're gonna finish this section. Yeah. Time would be up right now. I've been recording for over an hour. Over an hour. But look, we're so close to finishing it. Ma'am, I didn't say you could go in there. Go in there. Shut up. Get it out of your head, out of your system. You know what's funny? So, I remember a time on Twitch where you could sit there and you could record anything. Like, or you could play any type of music in your recording. Which right now, y'all think that's what's going on with Twitch. No. It's just there is a plugin for OBS that makes it to where that stuff doesn't play, and they can still live DMCA you if they're in the mood. So, yeah, but there was a time that DMCA just was never punished on Twitch. And so, a lot of my personality came out back then because I used to have music playing, and I act like an idiot when I'm listening to music. I think it's an ADHD thing. I don't know. It could be just my personality thing. And so I'm sitting here. You can't see me. Every time I start singing that stupid song, I'm not going to say the name of it. I'm like dancing along as I'm doing it. And it's like, no, stop. Stop. There is a clip on my Twitch channel. So if you want to see this clip, you're going to have to go find it. There is a clip on my Twitch channel that is Simple Plan, Welcome to My Life. But I'm playing Minecraft, and my chat is being dicks. Love you, former chat. And they're being dicks and trying to kill me in Minecraft. Because I was playing on, I was streaming on Mixer, but also dual streaming on Twitch. And they would do things on both Twitch and Mixer to cause things happen in my chat. And so they were doing that, and I am just singing, but instead of singing the song, Welcome to My Life by Simple Plan, I change the words. And I do that so often, to where I'll change the words to the song I'm listening to, or the song in my head, based on what's going on around me. I'm one of those people. And I love that clip. And when the big DMCA hit, that hit all clips, did not hit that clip, I laughed so hard because I still have that clip. I've never gotten a clip hit by DMCA. And I laughed even harder because all these people who deleted all your clips, no. They give a warning and they delete your clips that are hit. They give a warning and they delete your clips. Now, if you got that warning, go ahead and delete the rest of your clips. But if you did not get a warning and you just put in all that time deleting those clips, you're fucked because you don't have them anymore. And then, of course, Twitch has the issues. Yeah. Just sitting there thinking about it. Think about how much fun I used to have on Twitch and Mixer, even though Mixer doesn't exist anymore. I'm getting motivation. I'm getting motivated. Oh yes. Now I want to clean. Now I want to do this. Like I want to put this down, but no, I want to clean. I want to work on getting back to normal. I mean, I'm not normal, but that's besides the point. I just got this sudden urge and motivation to organize everything and get back to streaming. And even if it's like YouTube streaming, I can stream to you guys. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. I think Twitch has a YouTube setting, you know? Ooh, and then I can do things on Discord again and be more social. I had so much fun on Wednesday posting all the updates on Instagram and then posting an update on Discord and all that. So I forgot how much I love it. And shout out to Rooster. Love you, Rooster. You can go back into last week's WIP Chat to get that link to his podcast. He gave me a lot of motivation to do things because of the fact that he's got a busy ass life now. He doesn't content create, but he missed it so much. Let's be honest. He kind of missed it, whether he admits it or not, that he missed it. And so he's doing his podcast, and I know he feels some type of way. As somebody who used to create content and then stopped creating content and is now creating content again, that's not the same as my old content. You still feel some type of way. And you get this urge to do your old content, which I know he can't do that because of the fact he doesn't have the hours, but that's a whole nother story, and that's not my place to talk about. But that's where I'm at right now. And that's it. That's it. I was right. That's the title of this WIP Chat is Motivated. Or Motivation. I think Motivated. Because we've been having some Debbie Downer fucking titles, and what I mean by titles is what I put on the thumbnail. We've been having some Debbie Downer titles. It is about time that we get a happy one. Because we're happy. We're happy. Don't. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And this needs more putty inside of it. Don't mind me, I was like, done. I'm just, instead of putting more putty inside of that, I'm just going to finish up with this one. Look at that. I am so excited now to get about it. I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? First thing I need to do is clean off my resin table. If you don't know, I have a whole table dedicated for resin work. It is a disaster. It has a doom basket sitting on it full, as well as being completely covered in shit itself. Every time I find something that's resin related, I just throw it on the table. No rhyme, no reason, no organization, just it's on the table. So I need to clean off the resin table. That's like the first. So I need to get stuff to organize the stuff from the resin table. And I think I mentioned this last week. I'm having deja vu. I really am. I want to clean this whole office. But it's a studio. Okay, guys. Okay. By the way, if you don't lift your minder just a little bit, it wants to fight you. Skizzers! I can't reach! Got him. Oh, I can't do it that way now that I got a thing. You can reuse these by just lifting them up like this and then putting them on something if you have not written on them. Yeah, you don't even have to do that. But yeah, you can lift them up like this, and then you can reuse this if you saved your release papers, which I did not. Just so you know, for future reference, if you want to reuse these. Gotta show off the trash for the timeline video. Time-lapse video, I don't know why I call it. Get out of the lid. It's like, bitch, please. I ain't getting out of there. Come on. Hi, there we go. Time check. Okay. Okay. Wow, that didn't take that long. 12 p.m. day 7. Look at that. Hour. And we got this whole section done. Yes. Yeah, there. Man, this thing started to mess with me. It decided it wanted to lock up while I was recording that last bit. When I was trying to tell y'all bye, look, I need to charge my microphone. It's only got like 2 bars. Either way, if you like what you saw today, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you like this channel and me being crazy and having no rhyme or reason, follow me. Subscribe. You can also subscribe if you want to hate watch me, because you know that's a thing. Come here, thank you. It finally came off. Either way, don't forget to leave the comments. I asked y'all questions this time. I want to know some answers. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. All the things. I'm getting out of here, and the subscribe thing should be like right here, right now. Yes, click that. Hey, there's also a video over here if you want to watch that. I'm out. Bye.